Hey. Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a Danny, that's it, in myself, man. Didn't need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills will be blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull hard like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a Welcome to the rodeo.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, Elliott. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Sharks got it, left side. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Lance. Here we go. Blue 80! 82!
On second down, here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. They get it to him running left. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Spinning past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go. Waiting. Go. Black.
Wentz to throw on second down. Ertz has it left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Black. Touch. 20.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Black. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Hauschka with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Prescott from the gun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Great 15, great 15.
Here's Wentz to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46. 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a flip to the 29-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Open man right side is Shark. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, to come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, and now he pulls him up. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They come out here in the eye. Running with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One better.
Confidence.
See what happens. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Lady! Liz.
On first down, Wentz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A second down throw for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they quarter play. On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And oh, he spins past him and into space. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set up. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero that I'll get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my whip. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's I swear, baby, it was just kiss, that's it. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but cause I'm in your town. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set up. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you pop this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set up. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero that I'll get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar
for me.